Okay, we're about 10 minutes away from the gym. We have the pre-workout in our system already. In the next few minutes, we're going to be feeling some of the beta alanine. We are going to go a little bit earlier, actually. It's around 1 p.m. We're probably going to get there around 2:05. After we find some parking and walk over there, we are going to be doing some back, some shoulders. Should be a little bit of a faster day today. We're still going to be staying on our streak for 10 minutes of cardio, either walking or doing stairs. That has been pretty good. We either do 10 to 15 minutes usually. And then, yeah, we're going just a little bit earlier today just because we have a presentation for work later on today at 6 p.m. And I kind of want to get this out of the way and not have to worry about it after my presentation. Just because work presentations are already stressful enough. Why then go to the gym after? So I was like, let me go now, get that over with, and then get that presentation done and de-stress afterwards. So that's probably what we're gonna end up doing. Just hopefully it all goes to plan. But we're going to be doing some pull-ups today. I'm going to play a little bit with the form. We've been kind of just getting better at our pull-ups the more we do them. They've been feeling a lot easier. I'm going to try to get as much of my chin on top as possible. Usually when I'm doing the movement, it feels like I'm reaching the whole top, but maybe I'm not. So maybe I'm not as much. So I'm just gonna practice, see how it goes. It's kind of like a learning what is it called? What is the term? A learning process. I think it's the word. I can't think of the word, but um, it's all part of the process. You kind of just learn as you go. You don't have to be perfect right away, and as you kind of like get better, also your results also get better, which is nice. We're gonna do the first one. We're gonna do the first set without any assistance. I think on the next two, we're going to do some with assistance. I'm gonna try to get my head above the bar as much as possible to see how it feels, and then kind of go from there. We're probably gonna do the card tag at the end, just because we're running into a little bit of traffic on the way over here, which was kind of throwing us off. So we had to kind of maneuver a little bit to get over here. But thankfully, we got here and it's not too crazy packed. So we got lucky too on that aspect. Let's go ahead and try to get as many as we can with this one first, and then do the next one. Let's see how this one goes. Let's see. Okay, we had little bit of a mishap mid set. I think I was just I gripped it a little bit wrong on our right side, and so I felt a little lopsided. But we ended up fixing it. Threw us off a little bit, but I think on that finisher we ended up getting 3 to 4, no, 45, 4 to 5 more reps. So that's pretty good. And that one has me tired that I can't even talk. Okay, hopefully on these assisted it's not too crazy. I'm trying to get at least a solid 8, which I think we should be able to get
We're gonna get we're almost at the top level, so we're getting very minimal assistance, but we still want to get a little bit more just so we can get just a little bit uh more reps, a little bit more volume. But we're hoping to get at least a solid 7 to 10. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Let's make sure we have at the same level this time too. No, we don't have to adjust. No way. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay. That's pretty good. Let's do one more. I think we're gonna stick to the same assistance. I swear. Full should not be this hard. For some reason, these feel just like a squat towards the end. I'm like gasping, trying to like pull towards the end of it, but man, it feels really rewarding when you're able to get the amount of reps you wanted. That's what we ended up doing. We ended up meeting the range that we wanted. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna stick to the same one, do one more, and then we're gonna move over to some cross bodies for the 2 sets, the usual. Let's go ahead and see how this feels. We took about maybe like a minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a half rest, which should be we should be plenty. Let's try to match the same reps as the last one. Okay. We're gonna pause rep or pause set is what I mean. This one for I'm thinking 3 more. We're gonna take maybe like a 10, 15 second break and then try to hit it. But man, this one feels pretty good. I think we're just gonna try to get any cable machine next and try to hit that for 2 sets. Let's see how that goes. Let's do this though. Enough resting. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's go get a cable machine now and do some cross bodies. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We're probably gonna hit this one for two. Start out with our right on both sets, and then hopefully move over to some rows. See how that goes, and then just match each hand. So we're gonna do each one at the same time. Hopefully we can match it because sometimes on the second hand is when I get too fatigued, and then it becomes a little bit harder to get the same amount of reps. But we'll try our best. Okay, let's get forward on this. Oh my god. Okay, one more just said. I think uh I think I think we'll move down to 65. That shit was fucking heavy. Oh my god. But man, these are feeling pretty good today. My my lats are already feeling pretty pumped, which is nice. We get to see some mashed potato later with some of those fillets. We've been missing those fillets ever since we started cutting, and we started cutting those out a little bit towards the end because they were too high calorie. I was just they got even better just because I was depriving myself of them. But luckily, now that we're kind of lean bulking a little bit, maintaining, we get to enjoy them more often, which is nice. Okay, let's do our next one. Enough resting. I guess I'll be that way again. Let's get some of this. I catch my brother, big man. These are harder than they look. Okay, that's pretty good. That's long time. Let's go ahead and let's do our first set of rows. I think we're gonna stick this one for all of the rest of our back exercises, and then move over to some cables to finish off our shoulders. Man, that last crossbody really took our breath away because it's been hard to breathe right after that. The last two sets, I mean, the last two reps were painful for sure. They were to really fight them. But let's do this one for. I'm thinking 3 sets. I kind of want to do it for 3 sets. We ended up putting the seat a little bit lower, so that way when we end up pulling back, you kind of just pull back this way. We're gonna have our elbows just going just a tiny bit higher. Try to keep them leveled so we can work on that inner back, that upper back, and then we're gonna end up moving down to the bottom portion. Keep our elbows to the side, the lower. Work on our lower back. I think for the last two sets. But I'm thinking for the second back day, what we'll do is do 3 sets of the lower back, and then 2 sets, and then just kind of cycle that way, just so you can get the same amount of love at the same time. All right, let's do this next one. Let's put a song on. Okay, let's move down just a tiny bit. We're at that was 160. I think we can do with 150 and get a solid set with that. So we're probably gonna do that for the second set. Man, these feel hella good, honestly. I'm so glad this, well, our typical gym, which is this one, ended up getting this machine because, man, it has been the best investment. This has the best machine I think they ended up switching this one and the leg press were pretty good. The one I kind of don't like is that it's kind of like it's almost like like a bend over row. I don't know. I don't like it too much. I feel like if I don't have any chest support, my lower back starts to kind of come in, and I get a bunch of lower back pain. I kind of want to avoid that. So I usually try to stick to something a little bit more chest supported. So if let's say, for example, you're struggling with a little bit of lower back pain from rows or whatever, try something that's chest supported and thank me later. You'll feel so much better and you'll still get the same amount of gains as something like standing up, for example.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, that was pretty good. Let's do one more just like that. Then we're gonna stick to 50. I mean 150. Go drink some water. We're gonna stick to 150. Give that one another spin, and then we're gonna switch over the handle to the bottom wheel. And I'm more feeling that. I'm feeling pretty sore from leg day because when you have a bunch of weight on your trap, you're kind of squeezing to get really stable. You really feel it in your traps sometimes that they get sore. And my traps for sure get sore when I be doing squats or leg movements sometimes. All right, let's do it. Okay. Let's switch the handle and one to the bottom one. Man, that was hard. Yeah, that was pretty good. Let's do this one for 2 sets, and then we're gonna go do some shoulders after. There you go. I always have the hardest time putting these things on. There we go. Remember, let's see just a tiny bit lower. There we go. Okay, let's do one more. Bye. I'm gonna dial down a little bit. Okay, I like this. Open. All right, let's do this first. Let's let's smash. Let's see how this goes. Okay, let's move on to our next one, man. That was hard. Bye. Like here's a cable machine next to us that we'll use. So real shit. This and fish. And this some real shit. That's real shit. You can feel this. Real shit. Okay, let's go ahead and do our first exercise for shoulders, man. We're already pretty beat, but luckily we got access to one of these bad boys. Unfortunately, we didn't get access yesterday, which I wish we did, so we could have done some presses that we really like. But it is what it is. At least today we got access to them because it's pretty much empty, honestly, at the gym today. There's not that many people. It got a little bit busy earlier when I first came in, maybe the first 20 minutes, and then it really slowed down. Right now there's hardly anyone, so that's pretty nice. And you have a basically a kind of gym to yourself. It's always nice to have. But I'm thinking we're gonna stay here for 4 sets, try to get as many as we can, and then just let's go from there. Let's see how it goes. Let's start off with our left because we want our left to grow the most. We're gonna start off with 23.5. Let's see, man. I don't know. Sometimes this should be feeling hella hard. I don't know why. It's like out of nowhere. Sometimes it feels pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a hit or miss, which kind of sucks. Like right now, it feels heavy as hell. I don't know why. I'm gonna try to get 5 though. I'm gonna try to get 5. See? Hell no. All right, you know what? Let's move on to 20. 20. What is it? That's 3. 20.5. I think that'll be good, man. That I think was heavy. We also did say we're gonna start off with our left, but I didn't pay attention, and I kind of just started off with this, which kind of sucks, but we'll make do. Well, okay. We'll count that as a 4-6 because we started off with that 22.5 for like two reps. We're just gonna count it as that. Then move just a little bit more back and try to switch that angle so it's not so it's not covered up my face so much. Way better. That's way better. Okay. Let's do our left side. And let's try to get at least a solid 7 to 8 with the 20.5. Okay. We got 7, which is still pretty good. On the next one, it's going to be a little bit more uniform where we actually get the same amount of reps throughout the whole thing. It's just I think I overestimated my strength on that first one. I thought I was able to do that 22.5 and I wasn't able to. So we kind of just pivoted a little bit and moved down. But I think we're going to just stick to 20.5 because that felt pretty good. Try to hit it for anywhere from, I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe stick to anywhere from 8 to 10. Should be pretty good. That's usually around the failure that we get for around 20. And then we'll decide we move down, but we're going to stay here for 3. Okay. Let's start with our left this time and let's not forget. I think we're saying we're going to stick to 20.5. Man, we barely got 6 on that, so I think we'll be able to get 6 on this next one. I don't think we need to take a pause for this. That was good. For this next one, instead of doing 17.5, what I think I'll do is do 19. 19, I think that should be pretty good. Just drop it just a tiny bit, but ensures us just a few more reps, maybe like 2 to 3. So that's what we're gonna do for this third set, and then maybe stick to that weight for our fourth one as well. So we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. And but already feeling pretty pumped. This thing is pretty insane. That we've been really into those chocolate Quakers. I've been having like 3 every morning with some coffee. Man, it's been amazing. Jasmine got these G7 packets from Costco that were super good. And all you have to really do is just boil some water. She also got like a free like kettle where you can boil your own water. Kind of just have it already there and everything. It just kind of does its own thing. You can't just have it set up all the time connected. It boils the water and you kind of just pour it in. And so that's been super, super handy every time we make that morning coffee. We've been doing that with the Quakers, and then we end up doing some yogurts, which is pretty good. I'm excited though for this weekend because we are having some Indian buffet on Saturday. I think it's either Saturday or Sunday. It depends on which day Jasmine gets out of work earlier, because sometimes she gets out pretty late. And the Indian buffet, I think they close around 3. So that's just a little bit unfortunate. Okay, let's do our third set. Let's see how it goes. We barely got it on that. Let's take a quick 10-second break and do the next hand. Okay, and no resting. Let's do this hand now. Let's hit 8. Indeed now. I think the sleeping aid that we ended up getting from Costco just 2 days ago kind of helped, because I was able to stay asleep a little bit more, and I didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night. Like, I usually would wake up like twice, maybe sometimes 3 times. But with the sleeping aid, I think I woke up once to use the bathroom, and then I just kind of went back to sleep. So I want to say it. I want to say it helped. I don't know. I don't know, but I think it did. And so we're gonna keep on using it. Okay, there you go. Let's do one more just like that. Let's try to aim from 7 to 9. Should be pretty good. Let's do this last one. I think we're gonna stick to the same weight, which was 19.5, and try to hit that for hopefully 7. Start off with our left. Let's see how it goes. Let me turn this up actually. Okay. I think we're gonna end up drop setting that one actually because we barely got 5. And I want to get a little bit more volume on this. So let's see how this goes. Let's get 5 on this one. Oh my god, man. I'm so tired already. I can't wait to get home. We still gotta do maybe like 10 minutes of cardio, which is so unfortunate for us, but we're gonna get through it. Let's drop that 1.5 real quick, and let's hit it for maybe 3 to 4 more. Let's do our left side first. Wait, I almost got a fucking cramp. Alright, this is 4 on this side. So we can watch some more perspective now. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it, man. I'm already pretty tired. Fine. Let me see how the shoulder's looking. Not too bad. Let's do some reverse pec right now and see how that goes. We'll do a better pump check when we get downstairs. I'm already out of breath. All right. Let's move on to our last exercise, which is gonna be these reverse pec deck. This side right here is actually a little bit broken where it doesn't go all the way to the end of it. For some reason, I think it's just because it's a little bit rusty. So I think to make sure that we're getting the same range, we're just gonna have to set this one up a little bit before. Actually, no, they're both the same. Actually, this one's just missing a screw. Never mind. Let's go ahead and let's do our first set. I think we're gonna sit here for. I'm thinking 4 to 5 sets. We'll see how we're feeling on the 4th one. If we think we need an extra one. All right, let's do it. I think actually this is not too bad. Just a tiny bit more. And we're gonna do this single hand. And let's put some actual music actually. Because it's been stopped for the longest now. Alright. We're gonna listen to, let's see. Listen to some guy now. Start with our left hand. Now we got 7 on this side. Let's get 7 on this side. Okay. I need to take a quick break. That was hard. All right. That drops there a little bit. Okay. 3 more just like that. Let's do the second set. Let's start with this left hand. I think that's what we're gonna do for these next few months. We're gonna be starting off with our left hand for everything to make sure it catches up a little bit. We have some snacks waiting for us at home. We have some oikos with some Quakers waiting to be devoured by me. But I think probably gonna have that. We're gonna do our presentation because we have a presentation later for work. So we're gonna have to prepare for that a little bit after today's session. But I'm hoping for the best. Hopefully it goes well. Pretty sure it'll go well. I've been doing it for quite some time. So I feel like I'm pretty confident, but sometimes I be getting those when you get those nerves or those butterflies, regardless if you feel confident or not. I feel like sometimes I kind of get those, and I get them the day of, like today. This whole day I've been kind of getting them randomly. Anyways, I'm kind of going off on a tangent. Let's go ahead and do this second one. Let's get it on the other hand. Nice. Let's drop that a little bit. I'm going cool at the same time. Get it over with. All right. We're gonna do one more just like that. I think we're gonna do it one hand at a time. And then I did not forget about the front raises. So we're still gonna do those for 3 sets. I think after this one, but I just won't record it. And then I think the next clip that you guys are gonna see is a pose down. But we're gonna get maybe 3 sets of some front raises in. Running a little bit out of breath. Man, it feels really nice to get done with the gym pretty early, honestly. I can't wait for the summer to fully start so we can start doing that more often. That'd be pretty nice. When I was in college, I used to come to the gym. I think it's just because I just had way more energy, but I used to go to the gym like around like 7 a.m. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I got the gym over with. And I think those were some of my best lifts, honestly, because I feel like I had the most energy, surprisingly, even though it was hell early. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a motivation, but I got my ass up. All right, let's do this last one so then we can do some front raises. I'm already pretty tired. So then better pay y'all. Ali. Okay. Let's go do some front raises. I probably won't record that. Let's do them for maybe 3 sets. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we did. Let me do one more. I guess harder, bear with these. All right, see from the back. Nice. Uh, that's as good as that's gonna get. All right, let's do it. I think I'll be pretty good. Let me bring it a little bit closer. Hmm. This is what we do this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it looks. That's as good as it's gonna get. Let's do it. All right. Oh no. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's go home now. Man, today today's session really kicked our ass, to be honest. For this whole week, I feel like I've been getting my ass kicked every single time I come in here, honestly. But we've been still going hard, honestly. We've been making some improvements, I think, in terms of the form and everything. So I'm pretty happy. I've also been getting some crazy pumps, which well, as you guys can tell. But we're gonna go home, snack on some oikos, on some chocolate Quakers, and then we have a presentation later on, like I was mentioning. So we got to prepare a little bit for that, and then we also have to edit a little bit of the video for tomorrow. So we have a long day ahead of us still, and it's already, what time is it? Maybe it's like around 5 p.m. Maybe like 4. So we're gonna do maybe like 10 minutes of cardio.